count this money, then I count my blood.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're... Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, 14 yards. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Jackson now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell them everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, McCarthy. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They go play action here on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 6-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. An option give now to Mitchell. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run the option on 2nd down.
The quick feet by Jackson. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 17-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out, and he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
At the 13-yard line.
Off play action. McCarthy. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, it's Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A final shot before break. McCarthy. Flush to his right. And he floated one out there incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Kene Nwangu. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Yo.
He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so.
Gets through, and now an opening. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Jackson on second down. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll go again to Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Back to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Quickly to Addison here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Ravens 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, here's the option. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. He completes it to Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 2nd down and 6 now. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Up the middle, Jones.
And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. Completes this to Addison out left. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Quick, ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.